Through. Yo, what is going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from JC Sports Talk. And tonight, I have with me a special guest, to talk about a little bit, about the upcoming matchup, the Super Bowl matchup, Philadelphia Eagles versus the Kansas City Chiefs. But without further ado, how are you doing, Mr. Brooks, aka BrianBShynin? What's up, my brother?
Hey, thank you for having on. Feeling blessed and ready for this game here live from Kansas City, Missouri, aka Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
So are you originally from Kansas City? I mean, been a Chief fan your whole life?
Born and raised and bred. I've done everything significant in my life in this city. Besides graduating from college, but that was only an hour and a half up north. But yes, I'm a hometown boy. I was born in this city, born on 47th and Truce at Menorah Hospital, and I still reside here, man. And I work, I'm proud to be an advocate for our community and our city through my radio station and everything that we do for our community here in Kansas City.
All right, so hey, just look, tell me a little bit more about your radio station. Like, what do you do? Where could find you at? Like, what type of stuff you talk about? Is it all Chiefs or like what?
Oh no, man. We Hot 103 Jams, 103.3 FM's number one in your hearts, baby. Kansas City's number one for hip hop and R&B. You can stream us at kprs.com, but I'm the host of the Morning Grind, 5:30 to 10. You can catch me every weekday morning embarrassing my mama, which I love to do since I was born. So yeah, and I also, I mix. I got hella mixes on SoundCloud. Y'all gotta live with me, y'all. Yeah, SoundCloud.com/BrianBShynin. My Chiefs content is popping on TikTok. That's where my live Chiefs content really gets cracking off, though. TikTok at BrianBShynin. You can catch me on any social site at BrianBShynin, but more for kprs.com and Hot 103 Jams here in Kansas City.
All right, yeah, and I do have all his link in the description. So, I mean, if you feel my guy Brian, hey, do you make music for other people?
Y'all mess with me. I like Philadelphia. Come on now, let's go. Rock the mic, man. Come on, Freeway. I love Questlove. I love Philly. Just not this week, though. You feel me?
Okay, all right.
Look, I'm gonna say this as a DJ. Let me say this too, because I gotta show love to. First off, my mother is from the Philadelphia area. She was raised in Bluebell, Pennsylvania, and so I'm quite familiar a little bit with Philly and some of the things that y'all have. But as a DJ though, DJ Jazzy Jeff is the greatest of all time. That man is magnificent, and y'all are blessed to have a man with that skill set and that talent come from y'all city, man. I think, look, I'm gonna say this is wild, but I think Jazzy Jeff's DJing is better than Will Smith's acting. And I love Will Smith. For real.
I kind of agree with you, man. I do agree with that. I do agree with that for sure.
And I love cheesesteaks, baby. As you can see, like I'm a little hefty, but look.
Hey, Juju, man. Hey, Juju put his foot in his mouth, man, with this little interview and stuff like that, disrespecting, the cheesesteak, the Philly cheesesteak,
Yeah, I wouldn't have done that.
He kind of, we was looking for something, man. We was looking for some kind of motivation, man. Y'all did not mess with the Rocky statue, but we was looking for something, man. And then he put his foot in his mouth by talking about our cheesesteak. I don't know.
I would never do that. See, but I thought about it, and it might be something to it though, because he played for the Steelers for a number of years. So I don't know, man. Y'all need to get somebody from the hood or somewhere, what, North Philly, right? That's what Meek Mill talk about. North Philly. Y'all need to get somebody from there, a tourist, to drag him to the hood cheesesteak spot where it's really cracking at. You know, I'm a hole in the wall guy, bro.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
The
man.
best
Yeah,
barbecue spot in Kansas City is LC's, and it is considered a hole in the wall. But look, like he said on Friday at the next, it's so good to make you want to slap your mama, man, for real. Tired of that store down the street where they give you more sauce than they give you meat? Well, bring your big ass down to LC's barbecue.
yeah, for sure, man. But look, I'm excited about this matchup, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, this are the two best teams all year long. Identical records, identical stats, and so many ways, man. Like the first thing off the bat, man, how's your injury list looking? Is your team healthy? Because I don't want no excuses after we whoop that ass. You know what I mean? Is the Chiefs healthy? Is Pat Mahomes 100% or what?
Nah, we were talking off air, and you brought up a good point, and you said that nobody is 100% at this time of the year. Look, man, they've been playing football since August, and we're in February. That's half the year, man. So, and really in the middle of July is when training camp started, and they've been going. Both of these teams been going this long. So both teams are not fully healthy, but the injury report did come out, and the only limited participant for the Chiefs was L'Jarius Sneed, who is coming out of concussion protocol. Overall, we're pretty healthy, though. We can't complain. Mecole Hardman, we're going to miss him a lot. I love Mecole. I love what he brings to the table. I love the fact that that we can go horizontal as well as vertical. And that's what Mecole brings. He brings that threat, especially in the red zone, where the Chiefs were missing him a couple games this year. But with that being said, Andy Reid, as you all know in Philly, he knows how to scheme it up. And he knows how to put Band-Aids on those injuries on the team, on the field. Like I was at the AFC Championship game, and it was totally lost upon me that Juju Smith-Schuster, Kadarius Toney, and Mecole Hardman were all out of the game, and we had Marcus Kemp out there catching balls. Marcus Kemp was just signed off the practice squad, I think, or off the free agency list because he's been in and out with the Chiefs for a number of years. They had just picked him up like 3 or 4 weeks before then, and he's out here in the AFC Championship game, in a pivotal point trying to get to the Super Bowl. So with that being said, like I said, Andy Reid knows how to scheme it up and cover those holes up. And I didn't even know those receivers was out at the game. Of course, at the game, it's a different experience than watching it on TV.
Yeah.
But that's how good Andy Reid is.
But yeah, one guy I did see that stepped up big for y'all when those guys went out was MVS, man. I mean, he's been AWOL all year. Was he not good enough to be the guy? You paid him all that money from Green Bay, right? And y'all brought him to a Kansas City for what?
Well, MVS in Green Bay, as you remember, he was kind of inconsistent. He would drop passes at pivotal moments sometimes, and then he would kind of, lose that trust with Aaron Rodgers. And it took him a while to build the chemistry that you see now with Patrick Mahomes, because earlier in the season, there were so many missed opportunities with MVS and Patrick. Either MVS would run the wrong route, or he would get jammed up, or Patrick would just simply overthrow him because they didn't know each other on the field. But now as the season has progressed, that man, he was dangerous in that game. He was so good and there was this clip floating around on Twitter that the Bengals were saying, MVS is number 11. That's his Tyreek Hill. That's him. He made MVS seem like he was Tyreek Hill to the Bengals defense.
What?
I made this video. I made this video on TikTok about this, fam, right? These Bengal fans, they are so butthurt about it because they're trying to say that MVS and Tyreek are similar players when they're not. Nobody is a similar player to Tyreek Hill in the league. Point blank, period. All right. So,
Yeah.
man, but Marquez Valdez-Scantling came up. He's been coming up huge in the playoffs, period. Because when Patrick Mahomes had that sprained ankle,
Yeah.
or that high ankle sprain against the Jaguars, you remember MVS caught a touchdown pass later on in that game to extend the Chiefs' lead. So, man, it's been beautiful to watch the maturation of the relationship between 15 and 11.
Okay, yeah. So as far as injuries wise, for the Philadelphia Eagles, man, look, last week, well, 2 weeks ago, we started when we played the 49ers. We went in 22 going in, and we came out 22 healthy. Of course, like we talked about. Look, this is week well, let me say, like week 22 right now, right? So I mean, there's no such thing as a healthy body now. I'm pretty sure throughout the off season, there's a couple guys that might go, under the knife, just try to get some cleanup done. But as far as for this game, look, we're 22 for 22, man. So we are all system go. Look, Lane Johnson, man, he's toughing it out with the whole torn groin. Jalen Hurts, his shoulders. A lot of people is saying that they want Jalen Hurts to be one dimension. Make Jalen Hurts throw the ball, maybe because of his shoulder. What do you want Jalen Hurts to do? Throw the ball. Remember now, you do have some rookies as DBs. I know this is 19 games into the season, whatever. So they may not consider any rookies anymore, but you do. You are going against Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, you know what I mean? So what would you rather have, Jalen Hurts throw or Jalen Hurts run?
Oh man, I want him throwing the ball all day. If I'm Spags and I'm the Chiefs defense, I'm stacking the box. And I'm just going to trust my young cornerbacks against your wide receivers. Look, no slight to the Eagles because I've given the Eagles so much love because y'all have so many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on your team. And I mean that in the most flattering way because y'all are one of the most athletic teams in the league. Y'all are fast, freaky, and you're big. I put you in the category of like the Dolphins and the 49ers. Maybe you throw the Ravens in there, but just having just the Cardinals, I put them in there because they got Isaiah Simmons and Hopkins and Murray, like just freaks who can do just so many things. But I say that with love, and I say that the Bengals have a slightly better receiving core than y'all. They possibly have 3 ones on their team, fam. They do. Look, I'm not.
3 ones? Come on. Boy is not a one. Tyler Boyd is not a one, man.
You don't think he could be a one?
No, man.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Look. All right. I'll give you that. At least 2 ones, though. They have at least 2 ones. And
we got 2 ones. We got 2 ones. Yo, we got 2 guys with over 1,000 yards receiving.
Okay. I mean, 17 games, 1,000 yards. All right. Cool.
Over. I said over.
Look, both receiving corps are good. Okay. But I trust. I say that because I trust our young defensive backs to hold their own, not to dominate, not to say that Jalen Hurts is going to throw a bunch of interceptions, but I trust them to hold their own on those third and long situations to not hold AJ Brown on a wide receiver screen or hold him on a 5 and out or something. And to not pass interference with Smith or Quez Watkins because y'all got speed. I think y'all might have the fastest receiving. Y'all on the Dolphins, y'all got 2 of the fastest receiving corps in the league. But I trust our defensive backs. I really do. After last week's performance, and you saw what Chris Jones was doing. Y'all got a top tier O line. Y'all got freaks on the O line too.
I think you kind of missed something there. I mean, all right. So you're saying that y'all hold the Bengals wide receiver, right? I mean, y'all held them to, they didn't do too much damage,
Jamar Chase 8. Jamar Chase, he got his. T. Higgins. I just thought that our guys held their own. I didn't say that they played superior. I'm just saying that they held their own in crucial situations. It was certain situations in third and longs where in the regular season game, it would be a holding penalty on 23, Joshua Williams. Okay. Or Brian Cook wasn't able to get a tip interception like he did in the AFC Championship game to Joshua Williams. It was those plays at crucial times. that our defensive backs stepped up and made plays. And I think they can do that against y'all's receivers, especially when you know this, fam. You know that Jalen Hurts is not 100%, and throwing was not his strong suit in the first place.
You see, I watched that game. It's funny because I watch every snap of that Chief Bengals game. As a matter of fact, I did a play-by-play for that game. I watched every snap. What I saw was this. Joe Burrow was on his back every time he dropped back. That offensive line is doo-doo. D-O-D-O, their whole left side is missing. But guess what, fam? You about to go up against the number one offensive line in the league is the Philadelphia Eagles. Ain't nobody hurt. Look, we don't have 1 Pro Bowl, 2 Pro Bowl, 3 Pro Bowl. We got 5 Pro Bowls, 3 Pro Bowls, and 2 alternates. So that's who you about to go against. So you saying that, you know, your DBs held their own. You know why? Because Burrow was on his back 9 times out of 10. He was like, drop back, boom. Like the first quarter, the dude went down 4 times, man. You know, you hit any quarterback like that, guess what? He gonna be out of whack. He gonna just start throwing the ball away. You know what I mean? Misfiring a little bit. So, but when he had time, he was, you know, getting y'all. When he had that little time, you know, once they start adjusting, get that ball out quicker, man. Yo, look, this offensive line is legit. The number one run blocking offensive line. Y'all the number one pass blocking offensive line. Yo, like this is a whole different beast from the Bengals. So whatever hope you have for your little rookie DBs, yo, and whatever stunt, whatever bright light that you were seeing last, you know, against the Bengals wide receiver, hey, it's about to be a little dim. You know, look, you about to go from 120 volt to like 60. You know what I mean? Just like that. It's not bright right here no more.
Really? So, all right. So you want to talk about level of competition? You really want to go there?
Wait.
You want to? Okay, fine. All right. So, divisional round.
Okay.
You face Daniel Jones and the New York Football Giants.
Yeah.
Who was the number 6 seed, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You handled your business. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Then you face Brock Purdy, knock him out the game, and you face Joshua Johnson, knock him out the game. 49ers had Christian McCaffrey at quarterback or whoever they had.
Okay.
My good sir, I got all respect and love for the Philadelphia Eagles football organization.
Yeah.
But you ain't seen nothing like 1-5. You ain't seen nothing like Patrick Mahomes. And Brandon Ayuk of the San Francisco 49ers, he said it this week.
That dude's salty. That dude's salty, man.
I mean,
that dude's salty.
Look, I'm just saying. He said there's some kinks in your armor, fam. That's all he said. He's saying that a passing attack can really get in your ass. And we got the number 1 passing attack without Tyreek Hill, who everybody said that we were going to stop. We got the 2022.
Running game is not.
We have the 2022
running game don't
MVP.
exist.
We don't have. There's no Brock Purdy this week, fam. There's no Daniel Jones this week, fam. There's no Dak Prescott this week, fam.
Y'all throw the ball 100 times a game.
There's no Tyler Heineke this week, fam. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's the best in the league. Perhaps one of the greatest of all time already in year 6. What we want to do, man?
Wait, how can he be the greatest of all time when he won in the Super Bowl? How could he be? Wait. He won in 3 in the Super Bowl.
He's 1-3 in Super Bowls.
Like 1 and 2, right? What? This is his 3rd trip, right?
Yeah, he's 1-1.
So he's 1-1. Oh, I said 1 and 3 because I'm thinking Jalen Hurts about to beat him. So see, look, already had the game already.
That's still only 1 and 2 though. Y'all need some math classes in Philly, dog. That's still only 1 and 2 if that happens, but it ain't gonna happen.
The funny thing is, it's funny because we had, a lot of people is talking about our strength of schedule, right? Yes, we probably have one of the weakest one. Guess who had the number 4th weakest strength of schedule? The Chiefs. The Chiefs.
Number 4 weakest?
Weakest. Sure? According to the opponents that y'all played.
Are you sure? Because
I'm
we played.
positive.
Do you know
Number
who we
4.
played? We played the Chargers twice. We played the Bills. We played the Bengals. We played every number 1 team in the AFC because
Half
we
y'all
always have a
thinking
first place.
of the AFC. We played who?
We
We
played
played
Tampa
the
Bay.
AFC. What, South?
We
Played what?
played the NFC West. We played we went dominated the Niners, smacked the Seahawks around. Two playoff teams.
That wasn't with the see. Look, see the same thing. Look, that wasn't with the Niners though. That wasn't with Brock Purdy. That was,
it was with
the Niners.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
The Niners defense was hurt. Half their team was banged up when y'all played them. Go check.
That's not true.
What?
That's
when y'all
true.
played the Niners, what week y'all played the Niners? I could
Their
tell
linebackers were healthy. I believe Bosa played that game. I'm not. Yeah, Bosa played that game. Yeah, that's false. What are you talking about?
Watch.
But we ran right at Nick Bosa. We ran right at him, literally, and scored. And Jerick McKinnon scored a couple touchdowns running right at Nick Bosa. They were healthy that game. Jimmy Garoppolo played that game.
So y'all played the Niners.
George Kittle played that game.
Let me see where
the only player who didn't play that game was Deebo Samuel. He's the only one who didn't play.
Hold on. Y'all played the Niners.
It was October 23rd or something like that.
The Chiefs.
That was the first game they had Christian McCaffrey.
All right, so y'all played the Niners. Oh, see, Jimmy G was in that game. So Jimmy G was at that game. So we already know that the offense completely was different with Jimmy G. I mean,
it was better.
Theirs was Jimmy G.
It was better. That was the man who led them to the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on. That offense was not better with Jimmy G.
Purdy is better than Jimmy G?
No. Wait, I'm saying that he could move more, and Kyle Shanahan trusted Purdy more. He trusted Purdy more. He opened up the playbook more with Brock Purdy than he did with Jimmy G.
Yeah, but they at home right now. Jimmy G took him to the Super Bowl.
I mean, what did he really, or that defense did? Come on, man. Like
it doesn't matter. He was the quarterback of the team. He was in the Super Bowl. They're not in the Super Bowl now, and Brock Purdy was the quarterback. And their defense is just as good now as it was in 2019.
Well, their defense was number 1 when we did a number on them in the playoffs. When y'all played them, I'm telling you right now, the 49ers defense, a lot of guys was hurt in that game.
That's not true.
Y'all didn't play a fully healthy 49ers, but it is what it is, man. So I'm not going to say, look, it is what it is, because all I know is this. You play who's in front of you, right? I mean, look, if you put whatever in front of me, that's not my job to worry about how healthy they are, how weak their schedule are, who's their quarterback. I don't care who's on the field. You put somebody in front of me, I'm going to show you who I am. I'm going to beat you down and then move on to the next. All right. But what you can't take away from the Philadelphia Eagles is that defensive front, right? 78 sacks. I don't care who you go against, right? You got to stop somebody, right? I mean, you're going against Dexter Lawrence, all pros, you know what I mean? First team. So, I mean, you're not going against all these bumps. The Dallas Cowboys, a good offensive line. You know, the Commanders, a good offensive line. The Giants, a good offensive line. So, I mean, we didn't go against a whole bunch of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When we played them, they just did a number on the Chargers. They blew the Chargers out. They came to Philly. We spotted them up in 14, and we blew them out. So, I mean, it's just like, hey, any team could be any team. But you cannot say that you play this team, you play that team, the weakest schedule. Let's go off of stats. A stat shows that the Philadelphia Eagles are number 1 in pass defense. Number 1. Yes, we haven't faced number 15, and y'all haven't faced the Eagles defense. So we both about to. So you can say the 49ers all you want, but according to the stats, the 49ers was not the number 1 pass defense. The 49ers did not have 78 sacks.
I want you.
They had one guy on that defensive line was Bosa. You stop Bosa, you stop that whole defensive line. Eagles have 4 guys with double-digit sacks first time in NFL history. So you can't double team anybody. You can't stop anybody. So that is where the problem is going to come at for Patrick Mahomes.
Okay. I would like you. I would like you to take a gander at our offensive line because, again, I respect the Eagles O line, but our O line is just as good, baby. Two Pro Bowlers, Creed Humphrey, Orlando Brown Jr.,
Yeah,
Joe Tooney, also a Pro Bowler as well. So that's three
yeah.
Pro
I
Bowlers.
give y'all kudos.
Uh,
I said that y'all got
so
the best pass,
yeah,
offensive line.
we're no slouches over here, and we're ready for the challenge of the monstrous defensive line that you all have. Put your 3D glasses on, like Beanie Siegel said, because we coming straight at you. Now I can't say what he fully said in State Property, but that was my movie though. You know what I'm saying? But no, must respect the Fletcher Cox, Brendan Graham, Sweat, and also Hassan Reddick just causing trouble all over the place. Man, we get that. We respect that. But I want you to tell me a linebacker on your team or a safety on your team who can cover the greatest tight end of all time, who ever caught a pass in the National Football League, Travis Kelce, because that's what we finna eat at, right in the middle of the field.
Remember last year when we played the Chiefs? Guess what Kelce did to us? 4 receptions, about 23 yards.
What did Tyreek Hill do to you, though?
Is Tyreek Hill there?
Exactly. It's a different offense. It's a different offense, fam.
But that's the reason why.
The offense ran through Tyreek Hill last year, man.
But guess what? That's even worse. So I had no Tyreek Hill. You said it yourself. There's no other Tyreek Hill.
Hey,
you can't replace Tyreek Hill, right?
We did. Yeah, we replaced him differently. We went a whole different way. Our wide receiver one is Travis Kelce, and you have nobody on your defense, as good as it is. You have nobody on your defense to cover that man one-on-one. So
but
what do you do?
That's what a smart team won't do that.
So what do you do in a sticky situation when you got Travis Kelce tearing your ass up in the middle of the hashes? What you do then? You bring it. Hold on. You bringing somebody in? Oh, okay, bet. We gonna hit you with Kadarius Toney going side to side. Oh,
what?
Trust my words.
Toney?
Trust my words, man. Trust my words.
The problem is this.
And Patrick is getting rid of the ball fast, man. Our O line can contain your D line. We can do that. Y'all
just like we're assuming, right? But we're assuming right now. Just like
I'm going off what you just said. Yeah, you're the number one pass blocking team. You just said that.
Yeah, y'all the number one pass blocking team, right?
We can contain your D line, man.
Y'all the number one pass blocking team, but we're the number one defensive line. So what? So how could you say, hey, you could contain when we never even saw it?
Because we're number one. You just said
we're both number one though. So
it's one against one. So 1 against 1 it means it's neutral. It's a wash, right?
Okay, so
it's a wash. I just said we can contain you, but you're going to make some plays. But we can contain you enough to where we can make plays too on third downs, on those third and longs, or perhaps we get a holding penalty and we need a 3rd and 15 or something. We can make those plays here and there. Probably not every time, but here and there we're going to make them play. Here and there,
absolutely. Look, I don't have this game being a shutout by all means. I have this, a 7-point game. You know what I mean? So I will go into my score, later on. So trust me, I don't have this game being a shutout by all means at all. But how many people?
I wouldn't be on this podcast if you had this game a shutout. Because that means you don't know what the hell you talking about.
No, look, all I'm saying is this. Ain't nowhere in hell we gonna single cover Kelce. There's nowhere in hell. I won't do it. Nobody won't do it. All right. So right there, that's 2 guys. That's 2 guys. One over top, one underneath. I mean, that's what we did last year against Kittle, against Kelce, against Pitts. Every good tight end we went against, we had a bracket cover from. But this year we have guys, we have DBs that could play one-on-one. We have the top 2 corners in the NFL, and Slay and Bradbury and Maddox, a top nickel corner. But the key is Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Because, I don't know if you know who Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is. He played with the Saints. This dude is a ball hog. This dude is a physical beast. And guess what? He missed 5 games and still tied for the league in interception with 6. And he missed 5 games. So our defensive plan is to have Slay on one person, Bradbury on one, Maddox on one, and blanket Travis Kelce. I'm pretty sure half our sacks only come off a 4-man rush. We don't blitz like that. So, yes, if your line could hold up for like more than 3 seconds, y'all might be able to nickel and dime us down the field. If they can't, then Patrick Mahomes. I watch a lot of Chief games. And all right, let me ask you a question. Is your line good because Patrick Mahomes escaped and they can't sack him, or is he standing in the pocket? You know what I mean? And they are still protecting him, because that's that's a big difference too.
I think they work together. I think that sometimes Orlando Brown Jr. struggles with a speed rush, and Patrick will have to adjust sometimes and step up quicker than perhaps he wanted to, or he'll have to step out or maneuver another direction. They work together, man. They work in concert, and it depends on how the O-line holds up the initial rush. If they get bull rushed and all of a sudden Patrick Mahomes has to quickly escape the pocket, that's a problem. But they work hand in hand, though, from what I've seen, though. A lot of times, though, Patrick will have at least 3 to 4 seconds. But 3 point, by the time it's 3.5, though, the ball is usually out of his hand anyway. But they work in concert, though, for the most part. And I think that takes a lot of chemistry and practice as well.
All right, so let me ask you a question. What was the best DBs y'all faced all year? What was the best defense that you could say, not the front, but like the back half, like the second, like the secondary? Who would you compare?
In our own division, maybe with Denver or LA. Those guys, they got some freaks in their back half. I think the Bengals secondary is decent. They with Jesse Bates, Awuzie, and Hilton. But I would have to go with maybe Denver or LA. Their back halves are pretty good now. Now the Chargers front four, well, they got Bosa and Mack.
Yeah.
But I meant Denver's front four. I'm sorry. When they traded Chubb away, it wasn't as good as it was. But the DBs, I would say those, Denver and LA.
All right. So yeah, I mean a certain Samuel Jr. Okay, so
yeah, Simmons and James, Derwin James.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, y'all face some pretty good ones. But what I tell you that we have better ones. That's the thing. Just based off.
And what are you basing that off of?
Just based off the quarterback completion percentage when targeting Bradbury. Like, let me see something real quick. I think I have one right here. Real quick.
Y'all got a steal in Bradbury this year. Y'all did.
A lot of
people were down on him.
Yeah, and I kind of like it, because I saw this coming. I already said it. I was like, look. All right, so enforced incompletions, this dude is number 1, and he is not even the best corner on our team. So I mean, this is 19 games. You know what I mean? Hey, this ain't no 2-3 games. This is legit. He's a physical, big body DB, and then you got Slate on the other side. Like these guys. Look, let me tell you how they play. Right, a lot of times. The Philadelphia Eagles do have a lead, right? When we have a lead, look, our defensive line, of course, they pin their ears back and they go get the get the quarterback. But a lot of times they do play a little bit back and then they jump routes. So that's what Ayuk was probably talking about, right? But there hasn't been no quarterback has really exposed them all year like that, because 9 times out of 10, they're on their backs by the time that happens. So that kind of work hand in hand, okay? So they play, hey, look, play back. It's 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6. Our front is going to get to the quarterback, so that's why they are able to jump right. We have 17 interceptions, right?
You're assuming that we're just going to step back and pass every.
No, absolutely not. I know in-speed. I know your playbook. I know your playbook.
Okay. Well, what are you going to do when we screen you to death? and you can't stop it.
Look, there's no such thing as you can't stop a screen. You could always stop a screen. Look, a way to slow down an aggressive defense is to screen them, right? And guess what? Kelsey, the tight end screen, Gray, the tight end screen, Pacheco. Look, if I'm seeing this,
we got more in our bag than that. Right? We got more in our bag, baby.
Yeah, okay. But a screen is a screen, right? But if I'm seeing it as a little YouTuber, right? Look, I don't get paid to break down all these films. But if I could see it just watching the game, just watching the Chiefs, over again on TV, I'm pretty sure the Jonathan Gannon, he at least could try to come up with something, right? But the whole thing is you can't screen the whole freaking game. I mean, that's like I have not seen the Chiefs screen the whole game. They screen a lot, but they don't screen the whole game.
You don't screen the whole game, but in the right opportunity, and this is where I'm going with this. With coaching, elite coaching, this is how good Andy Reid is. Andy Reid is so good. Donovan McNabb went to 4 straight NFC Championship games. That's how great Andy Reid is. Okay, look, he took
no. The defense we had. No, please. It was not all Andy Reid. If it was all Andy Reid, we would not.
All Andy Reid.
I'm telling you,
but Donovan McNabb was his quarterback.
Andy Reid cost us more games. He caused us to lose a lot of games because he was so stubborn. He would not run the ball. We did not have the weapons. We had Todd Pinkston, James Flash, Freddie Mitchell. Like those were all weapons. But that defense was so elite.
Bro, had one of the greatest wide receivers of all time.
Who?
T.O.
Yeah, we went to a Super Bowl. One time we had him. The 1 year we went to a Super Bowl.
He ain't got no weapons.
That's it. 1 year.
Bro, you had Brian Westbrook. What we talking about?
Bro, really? And we talking about name me the receivers that he had. Name me the receivers that he had besides that 1 year.
Deshaun Jackson.
No. When we went to 4 straight NFC championships, right? We did not have none of those guys.
After Deshaun Jackson was later, but y'all went to an NFC championship with him in 2009 against the Cardinals. That's how good Andy Reid is. Y'all were super successful with no superior quarterbacks. That's the point I'm getting to. And Andy Reid, let's be clear. Andy Reid is now the best coach in the NFL. Bar none. It ain't even close now. Bill Belichick fell off.
And guess what happened the last time we faced the best coach in the NFL in the Super Bowl?
What's the last time you faced the Chiefs? Let's talk about that.
The last time we faced
Sirianni as your head coach,
right? We beat them. So any coach could be beat. So don't act like.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying we can't.
Reid should have had about 6 rings already, right?
I'm saying
he had about 7 rings.
He didn't have Patrick, fam.
He
didn't have Patrick.
He had Patrick since how long? 2000.
He was a rookie in 17. He started in 18. And and Patrick Mahomes has done nothing but go to 5 straight AFC championship games and 3 Super Bowls now.
And got 1 ring out of it.
It'll be 2.
But he's the greatest coach, though. But got 1 ring out of it.
Okay.
Got 1 ring out of it.
Let's say 4. Okay, let's say 4 straight AFC championship games and 2 Super Bowls.
And still got 1 ring out of it.
What you mean just 1 ring out? It's a ring. And he's 27.
Like I'm saying, but you're saying that Andy Reid is that great.
How's a Philadelphia Eagles fan going to minimalize a Super Bowl title? Are you serious?
No, I'm going back.
What do you mean only 1 ring?
I'm going back against you because you said Andy Reid is the greatest coach ever, but he got 1 ring.
He was the greatest coach ever. I didn't say the greatest coach ever. I said the greatest coach in the NFL right now.
Yes, and I'm telling you, I don't disagree with that, but he could be beat because he only got 1 ring out of 5 NC championships, right?
Okay, but I'm telling you that Nick Sirianni ain't got nothing on Andy Reid, and we all know
this is Nick Sirianni's 2nd year, and he's already going to the Super Bowl.
Your point is, okay, you want a cookie for that? Because you beat Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson to get to the Super Bowl? Here's your cookie. Here's your participation trophy, fam. Here's your
how come
Philadelphia
are you getting in your feelings right now? I'm just saying this is second
Who's
year.
getting their feelings?
I'm just saying that Nick. You brought up Nick Sirianni. I said this is his second year. He's been a playoff back-to-back years. And you know, last year he had a Jalen Hurts. Hey, like you said, you got the greatest quarterback, the greatest coach, and one ring to show for it. I get it.
One ring to show for it, as if that's not enough. The man is 27 years old. What you talking? You're talking like that's a failure. Like,
no, you saying that Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback ever, or right now, or whatever. Right?
He's the best in the league, and it'll be announced here soon. The 2022 MVP.
Wait, that's by default. That's by default. Yeah, that's by default. Yes. Because Jalen Hurts was leading the league, and Jalen Hurts was leading the MVP race before he got hurt.
Okay,
y'all know that.
The best ability. You know what the best ability is?
Is availability. Yes. Yeah, I heard that.
So it's a part of the game. So it wasn't by default. He got hurt. Patrick was better anyway, so it don't even matter.
Not according to when he was leading, Patrick was there, and Jalen Hurts was leading.
When you're saying when he was leading, like
when he got hurt,
you're moving the goalposts.
I'm not.
Play the game as it.
He got hurt, and you saying they about to announce.
Is availability not a part of football?
Swing back at you, trying to tell your words. I mean,
if Jalen Hurts were to play those games, he still wouldn't be the MVP of the National Football League.
He was leading. Yes, he would have. Yes, he would have.
Just because he was leading, because Patrick Mahomes had a semi-terrible game. It wasn't even a terrible game against the Bengals. Because he lost against the Bengals, you don't think that Patrick Mahomes would have snatched that lead right back? Because Jalen Hurts wasn't hurt?
He lost against the Colts, and he threw the interception, and he lost against the Jags. So, yeah.
We didn't lose against the Jaguars. What are you talking about?
Y'all did?
No, we didn't. We had three losses this year. One against the Colts, one against the Bills, one against the Bengals.
The Bills, the Colts, and
I just told you. The Colts, the Bills, the Bengals. Those are the only three losses we had this year. We played the Jaguars twice and smacked them up both times.
Okay. Yeah. We didn't. Yeah. I mean, Jalen Hurts was leading the MVP race before he got hurt. So, we'll never know. And we'll never know who would have won. Like, if Jalen Hurts would have won and not, but he was leading when he got hurt. That's all I'm saying. So, because Patrick is going to win tonight, of course he's going to win tonight because there's nobody else behind him.
You're a GM of the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. And everybody's a free agent. And you got to select a quarterback, and every quarterback is available. You picking Jalen Hurts over Patrick Mahomes?
Well, Patrick Mahomes been in the league for 7 years? 6 years?
It's 2017.
Okay, so 6 years. So his body of work is more. So that's common sense.
What? No, I'm asking you straight up. No. I don't care about no accolade. It ain't accolades.
If you ask me,
player for player. You're talking about resumes. Ain't nobody talking about resumes.
Okay, before Patrick Mahomes,
who you taking?
I'm taking Jalen Hurts before Patrick Mahomes take a snap.
Yo, you're crazy.
If you tell me right now, no game is played.
Come on,
no game is played.
You smarter than that, man.
No game is played, right? No game is played. Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, out of college. No game is played in the NFL. You taking Patrick Mahomes over Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
A Heisman Trophy, a Heisman runner-up. Heisman runner-up.
What does that
mean? In Alabama,
Scott Frost was a Heisman Trophy winner. Like, who cares? Like,
you cannot tell me that you would have picked Patrick Mahomes over Jalen Hurts out of college. There's no way.
Bro, There's no way. Right now, bro. I ain't talking about. I'm talking about right now.
But that makes no sense. I'm telling you.
You have a chance to pick Patrick Mahomes or Jalen Hurts. Who are you picking? Right now.
I just told you Patrick Mahomes' body of work. He's been what?
That don't matter, fam. You bring up body of work.
No sense.
Player for player, right? I don't care about body of work.
It's unrealistic.
Player for player. Who you
taking? Unrealistic.
It's a simple question, dog.
I'm picking Jalen Hurts because I know.
And you don't know football. Jalen Hurts. You just proved it.
What?
You don't know football. You don't know what you're talking about.
That makes
You're taking Jalen Hurts over Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, I would pick Jalen Hurts over Mahomes. But if I tell you the body of work, you don't want to hear it.
Because it don't matter.
That makes
It's
no
irrelevant
sense.
in this conversation. Who cares
That
about
makes
the body
no
of work?
sense. Then
In
I
a
can't
fantasy,
pick
in a
nobody
fantasy
then.
football draft,
I
who you
can't pick
taking?
nobody.
It's a
I
simple
can't pick
question.
nobody.
It's a simple. You're trying to bring up body of work, and it's irrelevant in this conversation. It's a simple question, fam. Who you taking if you were to start a team tomorrow? If you want to pick up team tomorrow, who you taking? What quarterback? Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts.
I'm picking Jalen Hurts.
And you don't know what you're talking about.
I'm picking Jalen Hurts.
And you would be fired as a GM the day that you pick Jalen Hurts.
I'm picking Jalen Hurts. I'm picking Jalen Hurts. You know why? Because I've seen Patrick Mahomes. He's ceiling. He's there. Like, this is the high Patrick Mahomes is going to get. What are you talking about? He's ceiling is there. We don't know Jalen Hurts ceiling yet. We don't know Jalen Hurts ceiling. This dude was about to win the MVP his second year. All pro his second year. So, I mean, hey, you can laugh all you want. That's a sign of nervous to me, but it is what it is. I'm telling you,
I sound nervous.
Patrick Mahomes ceiling. We have seen Patrick Mahomes ceiling. We do not know.
How you know that? You got? How you know that?
Oh, what do you mean?
How you know that how do you know this is the best he can be? How do you know that?
Because we've seen him with Tyreek Hill, without Tyreek Hill. We've seen him in the Super Bowl where he came up a lot short in the Super Bowl, but he was lucky to win that
because he was context, bro. Put it in context.
What do you mean?
Both of our tackles were hurt in that Tampa Bay Super Bowl. We had no offensive line.
I'm not talking about no Tampa Bay. I'm talking about the 49ers Super Bowl.
Oh, the Super Bowl we won that you're trying to.
The Super Bowl that he threw three interceptions.
He didn't throw three interceptions in that Super Bowl.
He threw two interceptions.
Again, you don't know what you're talking about.
He threw two interceptions, right? Yes or no?
He threw two. You just said three.
Okay, 2, 3. I mean, I'm not a Chief fan, so of course number off.
Why are you bringing up our Super Bowl?
Y'all were down by what? A double digits, right? Y'all were down by double digits going into the fourth quarter, right?
And we won by double digits.
And we won by double digits. Is the reason why y'all won.
And we won by double digits.
Jimmy G is the reason why y'all won that game. It wasn't Patrick Mahomes.
It wasn't. So are you familiar with Jet Chip Wasp?
Say what?
Exactly. You don't know what you're talking about. Once again, I'm going to demolish you. When I take a screen grab of this, I'm going to demolish you. Because Jet Chip Wasp is the play that we ran when it was 3rd and 20, and Tyreek Hill made the completion that led to a touchdown.
I'm not a Chiefs fan.
You don't have to be a Chiefs fan to know that, fam. You don't have to be one.
I didn't watch every snap of that Super Bowl, so I'm letting you know.
Why you bringing it up?
You told me put it into context. He came up small in that Super Bowl.
I was trying to put it in context.
Man, that makes no sense. All right, hey, let's get back to this game because hey, you all about one-sided. Look, it's all good. You know what I mean? Hey, you're a Chief fan, and you protect your guy. But I'm letting you know.
I've stated all facts. I've given nothing but respect and been down the line and objective with this game. So I mean, I don't.
All right. So look, let's go a position by position. So who? What? Go ahead.
Nothing.
All right. So let's go position by position, and I'm going to keep a tally of who, just based on position by position. All right. The offensive line, Eagles or Chiefs? In your opinion?
It's a wash.
All right. So a push.
It's a wash to me, but I think most people will go Eagles.
Okay, but you though. I want you.
For me, it's a wash.
Okay. All right. Tie.
Because we have 3 Pro Bowlers as well.
Okay. Our receivers, Eagles or Chiefs?
Eagles.
All right, Eagles. Running back, Eagles or Chiefs? As a whole, as a group?
Eagles.
Okay. Tight end.
I love Miles Sanders. Chiefs.
Tight end. Chiefs. Yeah. I'm going to give you tight end. All right. DBs. Hey, we're going to put the secondary. Like, I'm not going to break one or two. Like, the whole secondary, Eagles or Chiefs?
Eagles.
Okay.
Because y'all are, you got more vets and more proven players. Our players are more rookies.
Okay. All right. So, defensive line, Eagles or Chiefs?
No. I'm not going to submit to the Eagles like that because Chris Jones is the best D lineman in the league. So I'm not finna bow down to the Eagles like that. Frank Clark, in case you didn't know, he's like number 2 or 3 in the all-time sack list in the postseason. He just passed Reggie White, and they've been getting after it. So I'm going at a wash. In much respect to Chris Jones, Mike Dana, Frank Clark and company, and George Karlaftis.
So it's a wash, and you saying that you're objective.
To
me,
you
see that you're objective right now.
To me, yeah.
So
we talking about all-pro, best defensive tackle in the league, defensive lineman in the league. In my opinion, he overtook Aaron Donald this year. Chris Jones, hell yeah. And Frank Clark. I just gave you some stats. Frank Clark, he just passed Reggie White for all-time sacks in the postseason.
But I'm talking about this year. I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about this year.
Okay, you saw the Bengals game, right? You saw what they did against them. Okay.
Okay, but you saw the Giants game, right? You saw what we did against them.
Hey man,
I mean, their offensive line was all there.
We had a potential defensive player of the year on our team.
We do too.
So
I'm ready.
Okay, it sounds like a wash to me.
All right, so let's just say tie. Okay, all right. You know what? I give it to you. So let me see. We went there. So what position are we missing?
Linebacker.
Yeah, linebacker.
Chiefs. Nick Bolton, 2nd in the league in tackles. Willie Gay.
Okay, all right, Chiefs. Okay, cool. And yeah, quarterback. Yeah, QB.
There's no discussion. We got the MVP.
Okay.
Chiefs ×2.
All right. So you know what? Hey, I'm giving you Chiefs only because everybody else say Chiefs, and he is going to win the MVP. So I give you Chiefs. So now, so is there any wide receiver, DBs? Yeah. All right. So according to this, even though I do have the Eagles' defensive line,
how about coaching?
Okay. All right, coaching.
Chiefs.
Okay, Chiefs.
Proven Super Bowl winner, proven defensive coordinator on multiple teams, Super Bowl winner. Proven offensive coordinator, Super Bowl winner.
All right, so according to this, right? So we're just going to take the well, I got the defensive line, the Eagles, man. Like, I don't know how in the world you got the Chiefs.
I just explained
history. So Eagles got the 1, 2, 3. So according to you, Eagles got 1, 2, 3 positions that they are better in than the Chiefs. So that means this game shouldn't even be close. This game should be a blowout. 3 positions out of all the positions. So I named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positions. I named. According to you, the Chiefs are that much better than the Philadelphia Eagles.
You're trying to simplify. You can't just simplify how the game will be played. And like that. You can't so. That's not indicative of how the game will of the outcome of the game. That's just
because I think that the team with the better players, like the better team overall, will win, not just one player, just 1 or 2 player. So it's usually the best team that wins, right? It's usually not the best player, especially when it comes to football wise. It's usually the best team. So I was trying to figure out, since you have the overall the best team,
I think the Chiefs are more. I think the Eagles have way more. Not way more. I think the Eagles have more talent overall, but our high-end talent is so good that it propels us over everybody else. And Patrick and Kelsey continue to prove it year after year, and Patrick is proving it again. Without these weapons that people thought he needed, we needed to adjust the offense. So somebody said Chiefs have quarterback, tight end, coach. That's it for real. Y'all are out of y'all mind.
And that's how y'all
feel. I know that's how y'all feel, but that's cool. Y'all can
but that is that is true though.
Quarterback,
tight end, and coach.
Who are these linebackers that are so great for the Philadelphia Eagles?
No, y'all got the linebacker. Me, look, I see that y'all got the linebackers. I like Kaiser White, but he hasn't been no eye popping. But TJ Edwards, though, man, he is top one of the top linebackers in the league. TJ Edwards and tackles and everything. So he is up there. He's probably right next to your linebacker, if not tied, because I know that he finished the season probably the second most tackle in the league with TJ Edwards. So, you know what I mean? But overall, man, look, I'm not gonna lie. The Chiefs have the quarterback with the experience, the coach with the experience in the Super Bowl, and the tight end with the experience. As a matter of fact, the best tight end in the league right now. So y'all have the best quarterback in the league, the best tight end in the league, and the best coach in the league. So I'm gonna give you that. You know what I mean? That's just me being 100 with you, and I'll tell anybody that. You know what I mean? So Andy Reid is a good coach, but it's gonna come down to a team game, a full team game. I can't tell you. I sat here and watched every Chiefs game, but the ones that was on prime time on TV, a lot of times Patrick Mahomes is pulling, shit out his ass and making things happen. It's not the fact that he's being protected. He's running for his life, and last second, he pulled this Houdini. I'm like, what the hell happened? So that's why you can't never stop playing. And that's what I'm saying. If I'm Jonathan Gannon, I'm preaching to Slay. I'm preaching to Bradbury. I'm preaching to my DBs. Do not get caught looking in the backfield, because the next thing you know, there's a guy that snuck behind you. Do not get caught looking. Just trust your defensive line and trust your linebackers could try to get to Patrick Mahomes, and just hold steady. Do not get caught looking in the backfield, because Patrick Mahomes is that good. All right. He did a marvelous job this year, without his number one wide receiver. And that's how maybe because he's been in the league a few years, and he's been battle tested. He's been to a Super Bowl, two Super Bowls already. So now he got the confidence. That's how you know that he's a good quarterback, a great quarterback, because he made everybody around him better. So that's why everybody had the Chiefs taking a step back when Tyreek Hill left.
Yeah, and still got the number one offense in the league. And still got the number one offense. Look, man, it's gonna come down to a few plays. And it's gonna come down to the trenches. Who O-line plays better and who D-line plays better.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And in my opinion, it'll be a 5-point victory for the Chiefs, 26-21.
26-21. Okay. I mean, look, I see this game being a 31-24 game with Patrick Mahomes with the chance, with the chance to go down and tie the ball game. I really see it being one of those games where the Philadelphia Eagles, because how's your running game? Because we averaging 142 on the ground. I think y'all averaging about 115 on the ground, but y'all don't really run the ball that much. That's why y'all the number one
pass offense.
Yes,
y'all know that. So, I mean, look, it's frustrating. That's the most frustrating thing about with Andy Reid. And I love Andy Reid to death. I love him, love him. Best coach in Chiefs history right now. He overtook Hank Stram, But look, man, that he doesn't use the tools enough. He doesn't use Pacheco enough. This man, Isaiah Pacheco, is special. We talking about a 4-3 guy who is tough. He can take a licking and he'll keep on running if you don't bring this man down. Jerick McKinnon, he's able to catch passes out the backfield instead of running the ball, but he'll run it with McKinnon on a couple of times, maybe on some draws or some plays like that. But overall, besides that, man, that the running attack sometimes can be null and void, which can be dangerous territory. And that's what my concern with the offense is, that the play calling. But I think we'll overcome that and still end up with this 5-point victory over the Eagles.
How's your run defense?
Run
because
defense can
yeah,
be spotty, but overall it's been very solid from the year. Because Chris Jones, he has a tendency to want to be a pass rusher, and he can not be disciplined and get out of his run gap sometimes. So that is probably my number one concern on our defense is gap discipline with your dangerous running attack that y'all got, man. Number one running attack in the league.
yeah,
Miles Sanders is a monster, a beast. Plus, you could get AJ Brown going on, on those jet sweeps and things like that, and those wide receiver screens. But I just think that this is kind of a contract year for Chris Jones too, and a prove it year to Chris Jones in the sense of I'm the man. I'm the best
he's already
defensive lineman in
proven.
the league.
He's
And
already proven that.
I mean, well, before this
Yeah,
year, nobody consider him the best. But I think now what he did last week and what he's done this season, I think that the added crown to the jewel for him, or the added jewel to the crown, will be a Super Bowl victory. So I think he'll be disciplined enough
okay.
to play the run and not try to go to attack Jalen Hurts. Because if you do that, y'all can get us going in so many different ways with
Yes.
your running attack. It's so many ways y'all can eat off of that.
And that's the thing. So I don't know if you watched the 49ers Eagles game. Like Warner, to
Man,
me, was
I watched the first quarter, but I couldn't watch it because I had to get to Arrowhead for the game.
all right.
Uh,
So my only thing is go watch how Warner, the best linebacker in the league, the number one, like unarguable, a Warner, right? For the 49ers. This dude looked like he was so lost out there because they had him responsible for the RPO for Jalen Hurts. And the reason why we ran, like we averaged what 3.4 yards. Like we wasn't like shredding them, but we was averaging 3.4 first down. You know what I mean? So the reason
we
why
ran
I
at the
brought up
49ers
one
too.
defense,
We
huh?
ran right at their ass. We ran right at the 49ers, and it worked perfectly. The problem with them is when you get to passing a lot, and they can pin their ears back and like
Yeah,
the Eagles, and they can get after you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Shay, have a question for you. Does McDuffie shadow? If so, will he be on Brown? Also, it's
Oh,
Steve.
McDuffie
Yeah,
definitely
he
won't be
already
on
cleared
Brown.
concussion though, huh?
Man, Sneak did clear concussion protocol on Tuesday, I believe,
Yeah.
but he did clear, and he was a limited participant in practice today, and McDuffie definitely won't be on Brown. Not shadowing him, at least. If anybody's going to shadow Brown, it'll be Sneed. Sneed is the guy who usually
He's
we
your
lock
safety,
in.
right?
No, L'Jarius Sneed is a cornerback.
Okay,
But he
okay.
can play. He can play outside, inside, whatever. He's a great blitzer as well. Great. We have a great tackling secondary. Um, uh, Perhaps better tackling than maybe sometimes covering. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, Snead cleared, and if somebody shadows Brown, it'll be him.
All right. So you talk about the whole Kelsey thing, and I told you how I see us covering Kelsey, one underneath, one over the top. So Dallas Goedert is no slouch. I think the two best tight ends, throughout the year is playing right now. Like Dallas Goedert is up
Really?
there. What?
Mark Andrews ain't George Kittle ain't alive.
But the thing is, because Dallas Goedert was the number
Everett
one tight
Waller.
end. Wait, no, because I'm talking about this year, his body of work before he got injured. In matter of fact, he was the number one tight end in yard after catch. Like, just like period. He was that dude, before he got hurt, and then he missed 5 games. And I think he's still, the number one tight end in yard after catch. You could probably look that up. Just tweet me if I'm wrong. But how are y'all going to cover him and cover Devontae Smith and cover AJ Brown? Who's getting doubled, or y'all
I hope
doing
we
man
are in a
off?
predicament. I pray that we're in a predicament where we got to cover y'all receivers like that, because that means Jalen Hurts is throwing the ball on third and long. So I pray, because he look, man, look, Jalen Hurts' shoulder is not fine, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. This is the Super Bowl. And what another thing about the Super Bowl is that the refs get a little bit tighter. They get a little bit tight, like, or not a tight. They get a little bit looser. I'm sorry, they get a little bit looser. They let the DBs hold on, just a little bit. They let them bump them just a little bit in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. And that's why I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. And I'm taking the under too. I'm taking the under because I don't think it's
I
going to
think
be a
the
high
over
scoring
was
game.
50. I think the over is 50.
Go under. I don't think either team reaches 30 points. It's going to be a slugfest. I think both teams are going to have, like, you all run the ball already, and we're going to take the underneath because y'all probably going to play shell. So I think it's going to be a fast moving game and a lower scoring game than what people think.
Uh, I think that a lot of teams are sleeping on Jalen Hurts' throwing ability. I mean, this dude has, if he didn't get hurt, was on pace to throw for over 4,000 yards. But once again, he missed 2 games. But look, he could do it all this year, and that's the reason why we're so successful this year. But Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, a one-on-one. I'm praying that y'all, just let him cover one-on-one. I'm praying for that because AJ Brown is beating dudes off, double teams I don't know how much Eagle game you watch. I'm telling you right now, you're not stopping AJ Brown one-on-one. Nobody's stopping him one-on-one. So I don't know how y'all gonna play that, but we about to get into our 3 keys to victory, man, and then give me your. Well, you already said your score prediction, but we definitely gonna give me 3 keys for both teams. If the Eagles would win and if the Chiefs would win, this is what the 3 things that they have to do in order to win.
I think for the Eagles to win, you all have to stick to running the ball effectively,
Mm-hmm.
not turn the ball over, because once you give Patrick a large room for error, oh man, it could get tricky. And I think the last thing for you all is to not let Kelsey beat you. Um, yeah, as long as you can get to Patrick and you can affect him that way, you can kind of limit the offense a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my 3 keys for the Eagles. Now for the Chiefs, it would be limit big plays. Um, on, like, as far as you all running the ball, like, we can't afford for no home run, 62-yard run by Miles Sanders, or no RPO fake the Jalen Hurts quarterback keep and he takes
Yeah.
it, 38 yards for a touchdown on a 3rd and 9 or something like that. Limit those type of plays on defense and hold the Eagles to field goals. Number 2 is Patrick has to spread the ball around. He can't get locked in on 87. Um, and for our O line gotta bring it again. They gotta, like, we gotta have it. Patrick needs time, and it's gonna be the
His
toughest task.
ankles too. His ankles is not 100%.
It's gonna be the toughest task of the season. But we in the biggest game of everybody's lives, though. So
Yeah,
I
there's no
think the O
tomorrow.
line can bring it.
All right. Yeah. Look. All right. So before I go, your red zone defense is ranked 30th.
Not
Red
good.
zone defense is ranked 30th. Our red zone defense is ranked 11th. But of course your offense is ranked number 2. Ours number 3 in the red zone offense. So I guess that's where you balance it out. But I think one key that I'm going to give you is you have to score touchdowns. We have to take advantage of that. I mean, there's a reason why y'all number 30. Like, all right, what's your main reason why y'all that bad within the red zone though? Because if y'all hard to score from 20 to 20, but why? Once y'all into the red zone, man, you're just open like, I don't know what.
Yeah, the red zone defense hasn't been stellar. I think our linebackers in coverage situations sometimes can be a weakness. We have better tackling linebackers. Willie Gay is more of our coverage guy when it comes to the linebackers in coverage. But normally when we're in a goal line situation on defense, he's not even in. So man, it's just you all see what y'all be playing rugby in Philadelphia.
We do.
Like and they, you know what and this very smart,
No!
innovative. Hey, I respect it. Innovative, smart, all that. I get it, man. But they gonna change the rules on y'all ass, and that's gonna be strictly because of y'all, which is sneaky sales.
All right. So look, my 3 keys to victory, man, for the Chiefs to win this game is look, Travis Kelce, man. Look, I'm sorry, but he's one of those guys that you have to be focusing on. If we cannot stop Travis Kelce, that opens up everybody else. So we need to limit him. I'm not going to say shut him out because I do see him getting 1 TD, maybe 60 yards total reception. So, which is a pretty good, game. But we can't allow him to go for over 100 something, and Patrick Mahomes is 2-3 touchdowns like he did against the damn Bengals. Like how he's open like that, I don't know, but we cannot allow Kelce to go off. Number 2, for y'all to win, y'all need to get Pacheco, McKinnon.
Yes, we do.
Y'all need to get these other little guys, these running backs involved in the screen game. So that's my number 2. And number 3, protect Mahomes. Mahomes, his high ankle sprain, just like Jalen, shoulder is not 100%. His high ankle sprain, I don't know how bad it was, but like he's not 100%. So, if y'all can protect him, he's gonna be running, and and y'all don't want him to just run. Anything could happen. So that's your 3 keys. What I mean? Your little running backs, Kelce, Eaton, and protecting Mahomes. The 3 keys for the Eagles, man, we need to be ourselves. This is the biggest game. There is no tomorrow. We need to establish the running game. 3-4 yards there is like body blows, man, body shots. It's going to take a toll on the defense in the second, third quarter, fourth quarter, and that's when those big runs come. So we need to stay hanging there, run the ball, use the whole RPO, the standard run, everything. Number 2 is we need to get after Patrick Mahomes. We need to put that 78 sacks, third most sacks in NFL history, both regular season and postseason combined, third most. We need to put those guys. And just like you got Chris Jones, we have a guy.
Oh, no, y'all got guys.
And we have that one guy, though. That one guy, he did not even make the Pro Bowl or an All-Pro, but he got
Hassan Reddick.
No, Hargrave.
Hargraves. Oh, I didn't even.
That dude got robbed. Double-digit sacks, 12.
Yeah.
But this dude did not even make the Pro Bowl, and he beat out Chris Jones for the fan favorite, to get to the Pro Bowl. But that didn't count. But I think that he's gonna have an extra little motivation on him. So that defense line gotta eat, run the ball, and guess what? Dallas Goedert, man. I think Dallas got it. This is going to be a game where tight ends, man. Tight ends are going to eat. I think the middle is going to be a key. We're bad in stopping the middle. So I don't know how bad y'all are in the middle, but Dallas Goedert, we have to feed Dallas Goedert, man, because he's a mismatch for anybody. So those are my 3 keys. And I do have the Eagles winning this game, 31-24. I really think we're going to get a lead, and we're going to try to run, and y'all going to have to throw back into the game, man. I really think that y'all going to have to throw back into the game. I see halftime. I'm about to go halftime. I see the score being at halftime 17-10. Eagles halftime.
I don't think you want to put Patrick Mahomes in that predicament, but I got it a lower score game, man. 26-21. I think we're going to see some weird plays. You'll see a Philly special or something like that Sirianni's going to come up with. Of course, Andy Reid, he going to dig in his bag because last time we was, Super Bowl 54 against the Niners, we did a little Rose Bowl play. So, yeah, man, I can't wait. It's going to be an exciting game. The 2 best teams in the league. That's what everybody should be happy about is like,
absolutely.
There's no wild card team in here that, that can get blown out. This is the 2 best teams in the league. You're going to see football at its highest form. You're going to see some high IQ football. You're going to see some hard-hitting football, just well-executed play from some of the best players in the league coming together, man. I can't wait.
And we forgot to mention, man, yo, this is history, man. Two
black quarterbacks, baby.
man.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
On Black History Month, man.
That's
you know what I mean?
It's
so
special.
It's special, man.
It's bask in it. And this is a sign of the times, baby. Get used to it. Get used to it, baby. I love it. I love that fact. And all the stuff that we done talked tonight, I love and respect Jalen Hurts, man.
Absolutely,
Stand-up dude. He's a great dude, great competitor. He's a fierce competitor. I love what he's about, man. So salute to him, and much respect and love to the city of Philadelphia and all the Eagles, man. It's much love and respect from Kansas City. And shouts to Big Charlie Saloon, baby. What's happening? Representing Chiefs Kingdom in Philly.
All right, hey, we about to wrap it up, man, but I'm about to give you a minute to shout out whatever social media platform, what you got working on, you know what I mean? So we all could go check you out on Twitter, man, get you over like 100,000 followers on Twitter, man. So I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know, so go ahead, man. Hey, where can they find you at?
It's just all social platforms at BrianBShynin, BrianBShynin. Just Google it and hit me on whatever social platform. The most cracking ones, though, IG, Twitter, SoundCloud. If you need some good mixes, I got clean mixes on there. I got beats.
I do.
I got on the look
for my intros and stuff.
Yes,
man.
Go to SoundCloud and TikTok. That's what my hottest Chiefs content is. TikTok, BrianBShynin. It gets nasty over there, baby. Yeah. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the love. It also hit me on Hot 103 Jams, KPRS.com here in Kansas City. I host a morning grind, and shouts to State Property and Quest Love and all the Philly and Pats. Ain't that the one Pats that y'all got in Philly?
Yeah, Pat and Geno's and all that.
Geno's, yeah, that was the other one I was trying to mention. And all the hood spots and corner stores and Meek Mill. It's all love for everybody in Philly, man.
Yeah. So, hey, what song? Hey, do you think that Philly gonna come out to Meek Mills again, or did she leave that back in 2018-17 season?
Nah, man. Look, man, the Dreams and Nightmares, man. It's a special song. I think y'all should still rock with that one because it intensifies the players. It intensifies the fans. Or you know what? Don't even come out to the Lil Uzi Vert. I just want to rock by the way. That's my song. I love that song. That song is so dope. I love it. But y'all should, you know what y'all should come out to? Even though what we do is wrong. That's what y'all should come out with. Hell yeah. Why not?
Nah, man.
What Jay-Z was spitting on there? What? Benny Siegel?
No, we're gonna come out to that rock, man. We're gonna come out to that rock. We're gonna come out to the rock.
Rock, I just want to rock.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, yeah, you know what? Because the younger guys,
they already have been playing it in Philly. Like the past 2 playoff games I went to, man, they was playing it.
Yeah, it's probably because of the younger guys on the team too. Yeah. But yeah, man, y'all got freaks over there, and I can't wait to see the game on Sunday, man. Super Bowl Sunday, let's go.
Let's go, man. Hey, as always, man, go Bird. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, man, because I would definitely be talking my shit on Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm going to come find you on Twitter. Win or lose, I'm going to man up and find you. You know what I mean? So everybody can
respect here. Me too. I'm right where I stand. I can take a loss and a W as a man. Let's go.
All right, brother. Hey, go Birds.
Peace and love. God bless. Appreciate y'all, man.
Later.